Please wait, all of you. Just within 2 minutes, I'll start session. Right, let's start today's session. In the last session of Django with REST API, we were discuss about complete introduction of Django with REST API. So what is Django and why Django? Okay, in Django, what we are going to discuss for front end and back end technologies. And even we have seen features of Django, what is web application, and in web application development of Django, what terms will be involved like web page, website, web browser, web server we discuss. And even we discuss about front end application and back end application, what main components are present in front end. Like these are the main subjects we are going to discuss about front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap. And in the backend, Python programming language, Django framework, and databases like MySQL and SQLite3. Okay, so these things we discussed in the last session. And today I'm going to show you how to download and install Python and Django software. Okay, so to work with Django, compulsory Python is required. So first, Python software need to be download. Python software. Then after Django software, we have to make setup. These two softwares are required for working with Django with REST API. Because Django is completely written in Python programming language. It is a Python-based web development framework. So you must and should install first Python, thereafter Django only. Without installing Python software, you can't go for Django. That is for sure. These two softwares are required. Okay. So let's flip to step by step. You know already you are the Python developer. So to work with the Django framework, Python software is required. To install Python software, you can simply go to official website of Python, that is www.python.org. This is the official website of Python. Once if you visit this official website, you can click on downloads option and you will be able to get this download. So after download, you can install Python software. So you know how to install it. I need not to tell you once again. So this is installation process of Python software, but what version of Python is available in your computer if you want to check, then simply go to command prompt. In this command prompt, we have to check the version of Python. So how to check the version of Python? Simply Python space hyphen hyphen version. We have to say that. So I'm saying that Python space hyphen hyphen version. The latest version of Python software is ready. But in my computer already Django also there. Okay. So if you want to check Django version, Django hyphen admin hyphen hyphen version like this. So Django version is 4.0 is available right now in my computer. Now you can see Django hyphen O. No Django settings specified, it is saying. Command is something wrong, it is there. So version spelling is wrong, that's what it is saying. This is, but look at here, Django hyphen admin Make sure that spell you should correct version. Now we got Django version, that is 4.0 version. Here you can see 4.0 version. But sir, 4.0.6 is the latest version. Okay, we can update the version also, no problem at all. But this is the first thing you have to do this. First of all, we have to check PIP version also, sir. PIP is nothing but Python install package. PIP is a package management. Okay, what is PIP in the sense? Package management, we can say that. So package management. PIP is a package management system. PIP also written in Python, which is used to install and manage software packages in Django. PIP is a package management. That PIP also completely written in Python script only, which is used to install and manage software packages. If you want to check PIP version, simply PIP hyphen version. So PIP hyphen version. So what version of PIP is there in my computer? You can see PIP hyphen version. Just wait, it is reading this current version. It takes a little bit time. Now you can see PIP 22.1.2 is available for Python 3.10.5. But if in case while working with this version of PIP, so Django will suggest you to update PIP, means you can update the PIP also. How to update the PIP also version we'll discuss in upcoming session when it is required to update PIP. And now you can see if you don't have Django in your computer right now. So if you have Django, you will get Django version clearly. Okay, I have Django, no? So that's what I'm getting here. Django hyphen admin hyphen version is there. But in your computer, if you type same command Django hyphen admin space hyphen version, you will get notification like Django hyphen admin is not recognized. That means you don't have any Django software in your computer. Okay. So to install Django, first we have to create a virtual environment, sir. What we have to create? Virtual environment. Why virtual environment? What is virtual environment? Virtual environment is a Python environment. Okay. So that is Python interpreter, libraries and scripts installed into it virtual environment and that are isolated from those installed in other virtual environments. Means your project is going to be executed and managed for all libraries and interpreters separately for your isolation environment, not is going to be disturbed with other environments. So if you want to execute your Django project with isolated environment, then we need to create virtual environment here. I'm saying that virtual environment is a Python environment such that the Python interpreter, libraries and scripts installed into virtual environment and that are isolated from those installed in other virtual environments. So if you want to create virtual environment, then what we need to do here? So simple to create virtual environment. So first time if you are doing virtual environment creation in your computer, so pip space install space here virtual env wrappr wrapper hyphen win. This command is required, especially those who are using Windows operating system. So pip space install space virtual env wrapper hyphen win and press enter. Then already in my computer many times I installed Django. At that time I execute this command pip space install space virtual env wrapper hyphen win. So that's what it's not required to execute every time. One time this virtual environment wrapper class can be created easily. So after doing this, now you can see in my computer, virtual environment wrapper hyphen Windows already satisfied. Requirement already satisfied here clearly and requirement already satisfied. Everything is satisfied already. It is come. But in your computer for the first time, this will create separate virtual environment for you. And to create virtual environment, this is the command which is required. And if you want to create your own environment, then again, we have to uh, use this command, sir. Okay, I'm going to create my own virtual environment right now. mk virtual env space mk virtual env. mk in the sense making virtual env environment. Your virtual environment name, any name you can give. For example, my virtual environment DJ with REST API. This is my virtual environment. Okay, I'm making my own virtual environment. MK virtual env space DJ with REST API. This is my own virtual environment, sir. Once I create this own virtual environment, okay, then now press enter button. It will create a separate virtual environment clear. Where it will create? In C drive, users, Lenovo. So it is going to create virtual environment. It takes time to load this. Just wait. DJ with REST API is my virtual environment right now. For the first time only, you have to make this setup. And next time onwards, when we want to create a Django project, you need not to do any steps like this. Okay. But even when we use PyCharm professional editor, you need not to create any kind of commands like this. Happily open PyCharm professional editor. There you can create simply one project by clicking on file menu, new project. Okay. But every Django developer should aware of that basic commands. So that's what I'm asking you to enter these commands before that with command prompt. So to check the version of Python, to check the Django version, to check the PAP version, and if you want to install virtual environment wrapper class, and also to create your own virtual environment, MK virtual env DJ with REST API. Now you can see your virtual environment is created. It is completely available here. We are in this virtual environment right now. DJ with REST API is my virtual environment. Okay. Now in this virtual environment, I want to install Django. So to install Django, you can see in your computer, you have to enter PIP space. PIP space. Okay, install Django. PIP space, install Django. This is very simple command to install Django software, sir. But in my computer, already Django software is there. Yes. But why I need to install? Yes, installation means updation software will be available. Sir, I installed Django without nothing will happen. No worries at all. No worries at all. So automatically when we go for professional editor, it will create its own virtual environment. No worries at all. Okay. But I am showing this basic commands because for clarity. So what are the steps need to be followed while creating Django project? I am making separate environment to run my Django project, separate isolated environment. Now onwards, whenever I create project, that project will under Django with REST, DJ with REST API virtual environment through only it will execute. So I'm installing PAP space install space Django software, then press enter. Now you can see Django is installing now. But already I installed Django previously. I checked the version also Django-admin version 4.0 is there. But after reinstalling, then we can see this, what is the version is updated. We'll check it now. We just wait for a few seconds. To install Django, PAP space install space Django command is required. This command is required, sir. This is Django installation. You can see it is collecting libraries, Django libraries, all. Now it's almost ready. It's installing collected packages. Please wait few seconds, sir. It will install while collecting its packages. Once done, again we will recheck the version of Django, what will be there. It's taking time. In general, it will not take much more time. Yeah, almost done. Now you can see successfully installed. Now you can see we want to check out now the version of Django immediately. To check that version of Django, so Django hyphen admin space hyphen version I'm checking now. Now previously 4.0 was there. Now this time you can see 4.0.6. Yes. So that means what? Django software updated clearly. So right now we are working with the latest version of Django in our computer 4.0.6. Now in Django, this is making setup of Django with Python, sir. Okay, complete. But I want to create a project with Django. To create a project, first of all, I would like to suggest you to create your folder, separate folder. Okay, folder or directory we can call it as. So why? Because in that folder only we can store our projects. So to create folder or directory, generally what we can do, just mkdir, making directory space. Okay, you can create your folder, my Django project. Okay, my Django project I'm giving. My Django project is folder. Enter that. So you created successfully folder. So I want to move to this folder. To move to this folder, cd, change directory, my Django project I'm taking. So once I moved into cd space, change the directory, my Django project. Properly how to enter. Spell mistake you should not give. Here I give spell mistake, that's what it's not moving. So now you can see we are in my Django project here. Here we have to create a project. To create a project, which command is required? Simple. Django hyphen admin start project and your project name. My project name is, for example, sample project I'm giving. Sample project is my project name. So to create a project in Django environment like separate directory, I moved into my Django project directory. And after that, Django hyphen admin start project and sample project I use. Sample project is my project name. Once we enter, so let's create a sample project here, sir. Sample project is created successfully. Once sample project is created, you have to move to that location of the project. Now you can see project is created successfully. But where the project is created successfully, you can see, just go to minimize this and let's look into C drive, sir. I'm just going to C drive. And in this C drive, you can see, double click on C drive, local disk. And here you can see users and Lenovo. Okay. Then after that here, your project directory is what? My Django project is folder directory. Click on this. Sample project is created. And this sample project is application files are available. What are the application files? You will understand in upcoming session clear. And we just go back simply few steps. Again, you can double click on Lenovo and environments is available here. You can see virtual environments are available. ENV. Our virtual environment is right now I created DJ with REST API. In this virtual environment only project libraries and scripts and environments, everything will be run. So this is isolated environment for our project only. Once we create project successfully, okay, look at your project is created successfully. Now you can run your project. Okay, when you have to run your project means you have to move to your project location. My project is sample project. So how to move to your project location? CD space sample project only. CD space sample project. So spelling you can check properly before typing. Okay, sample project. Enter. I am right now sample project. Sample project is present in your own directory, that is my Django project. Your my Django project is going to run under this virtual environment DJ with REST API. Okay, so these are the steps. And after that, moving into your project, then we have to run the server, or else if you want to type a dir command here. So in your project right now, what is the directory list is available? That is coming manage.py sample.project like this one. You can get the files clearly. And to run server, simply Python space manage.py run server is required. This is the command which you want to run server for Django. Python space manage.py run server. So enter this, server is going to be run for your Django project. What is your project? Sample project. After server is ready, server will produce a URL address. Now you can see the address here. So for your Django project, server is producing the URL address clearly. Okay, what is that URL address? Observe here. So this is the URL address, one http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. This is the URL address. http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. So now go to any browser and type this URL in your browser, or else you can copy this. Okay, let me go to my Google Chrome browser, and now let me check the server is executing or not. So look at here, server is executing or not. We can copy that and press enter button. Then Django server is successfully reacting. Now you can see the installed worked successfully. Congratulations, you have run first Django with server here. So this is server is reacting because of address is providing. This address too we are communicating with the Django server. So these are the steps to involved for creating Django project here and virtual environment, everything. But let me show you some other things also. Just observe here. Sorry. And now first, what I did one by one, I'm going to do. First, I'm checking PAP version, even Python version. Also, you can check PAP version. I check PAP version is 22.1.2. And I check Django version. Django version is what version actually right now? To check Django version, Django-admin space hyphen version. I got my previous version 4.0 before installation of Django. After that, I created one virtual environment wrapper class, PIP space, install space, virtual env wrapper hyphen window. This is one-time executing command. Okay, those who are using operating system, Windows operating system, it will make some environment for creating virtual environment. After that, here I got requirement already satisfied, but in my previous batch Django sessions, I have installed this command already. After that, you have to prepare your own virtual environment. How to prepare means MK virtual env. MK means making, virtual env means virtual environment. Then you can give your virtual environment name separately. That here in this case, I given virtual environment is DJ with REST API. So immediately this will create virtual environment, sir. Once virtual environment is created, now you can see you have created virtual environment DJ with REST API. Automatically that virtual environment is available here. Under this virtual environment, I have to install Django. pip space install space Django, and immediately whenever you install Django right now, the latest version what is there by default that's installed, and after that installing latest version also, I'm checking again Django version, Django admin space version 4.0.0, 4.0.6 version is there. And in this successful installation of Django, I want to create a project, but before going to create, my project should be located in one folder or directory. That's what I'm creating, directory mkdir my Django project. And after that, now you can see I moved into my directory folder, cd space my Django project. After that, moving into your Django project folder, now we can create your project. To create project in Django, this is the standard command. Django admin space start project is standard, and sample project is our own name. You can give any name of your project. I am giving my project name is here sample project only. So this will create a project, and after that, if you want to move to your project, cd space sample project. After moving my project, I just give the directory command to check whatever the directory list in my sample project here. And after that, just observe here below, I just run the server here. To run server for my project, Python space manage.py run server. After that, Django server will give address, URL address. So it will provide 127 point 127.0.0.1:8000 port number it is. If you want change your port number, you can change also. This is the default server address, URL address. You can copy this URL address and go to any browser, then server will be run. These are all steps are required. Okay, yes. So I'm closing this window, sir, command prompt. So is every time is compulsory required these steps to create Django project? If you want to create a Django project through command prompt, these steps are required. But actually, if you go through PyCharm Professional Editor, these steps are not at all required. Directly, easily we can able to create a project over there. Okay, so better management of your Django project. Okay, a proper editor is required. Though you create a project using this command prompt, and still we can able to manage your Django project with PyCharm Professional Editor. So for especially working with Django, I strongly recommend to download and install PyCharm Professional Editor, or else we could go with Visual Studio Code also. How to download PyCharm Professional Editor? You can see, go to Google and download PyCharm. You can type it simply, and after that you will be able to see this PyCharm community version or professional version. Both are there in JetBrains community, jetbrains.com. Click on this link. Once you click on this link, now you can see this. There are two options are there. For my previous sessions of Python, only I download this Python PyCharm community version for pure Python development. Now we are working with Django, with Python, with JavaScript, SQL support, and so on. So for this, I recommend this is the PyCharm Professional Editor. For 30 days trial version is available. So once you download this PyCharm Professional Editor, for 30 days without getting any problem, you can able to use with Django applications. But after 30 days, your evaluation period will be expired, and you have to update the license by creating JetBrains account. And if you are the student or normal faculty member, so they will ask you ID proof. If you upload ID proof, then they will give you permission for using this PyCharm Professional Editor for 1 year license. So you can do that. This is manageable. But if you cannot manage PyCharm Professional Editor through, I suggest you second option, that is Visual Studio Code also best option for Django project as well as Python projects, no problem at all. That is not a big deal. But I recommend PyCharm Professional Editor because in my sessions, Django with REST API, everything I'll cover completely. What we can say, this PyCharm Professional Editor only. So I have already downloaded PyCharm Professional Editor. in my computer. So let's flip to PyCharm Professional Editor. And in my computer, you can see this. I have PyCharm Community Edition is there, Professional Editor is there. Both are required. And yesterday, one student asked the question, can't we manage the Django project with PyCharm Community Edition? Yes, we can manage. But the thing is, the problem is what actually? There are so many files involved in Django project implementation. Like views will be there, models will be there, template files is there, JavaScript file is there, and HTML files are there, and static resources are there, forms are there. Okay, so many files involved, models are there. Okay, serializer classes are required, but that we have to do manually in PyCharm Community Edition. But when we go for professional editor, then that will be easily you can able to manage. So I'm just going to professional editor here, and once I go to professional editor, there I have to open for my existing project. So what is your existing project? Just now I create a project now through command prompt. So in my computer C drive, okay, what is your folder? Users as well as Lenovo. And now you can say your uh, project directory is what? My Django project. And in this is the project. This project I want to load into where? PyCharm Professional Editor. But look at here. I just created already project, sample project. But along with sample project, one default database will available by default that is called SQLite 3 sir. So maximum we can able to manage all database kind of operations we can do with SQLite 3 only. And when we create Django project, every time built-in database will be available, SQLite 3 only. This database through only we can able to manage almost. But in our upcoming sessions, we will communicate with SQLite 3 as well as we will communicate with MySQL server also we'll discuss. Some projects will do MySQL, some project will do SQLite 3 so that you will get overall clarity for multiple databases. Now, so PyCharm Professional Editor is opening right now. For my previous sessions, which project I worked last, okay? So recently that project will open by default. But now I want to open our own project. Own project means what? This is just observe here. I want to open already available project. Already available project is there, no? So just now we created project name is called sample project. That I want to open it now. Just wait, it is loading now. And meanwhile, I'm going to tell you one information. And your next class will be on Monday, sir. So last 2 days, and this is the third day demo sessions will complete. And next session will be on Monday. So if you are interested to continue with this Django with REST API for my batch, then before Monday, before going to start the session, you can enroll for this course while contacting to DURGASOFT. So they will assist you. Okay, they will reach you after completion of class. You can respond with them so that you will get a new link for Monday session. So this link is for only demo session. You can able to join, but next session from Monday onwards. So if you want a new link, you can contact to DurgaSoft so that our sessions will be continue with that short link only. This is training link. Every day how to register here. But once I send a short link, no need to register. Directly you can able to join in that link. Okay, hope you understand that. So from next week onwards, Monday to Saturday, I'll conduct the sessions. Only Sunday is the holiday. So it is opening PyCharm Professional still. Time is taking. Why I don't know. Just wait. Once it's loaded, then I can open a new project, existing project. And moreover, without going to, no, tomorrow is the holiday because of this is first week only demos. Got my point? Next week onwards, you don't get holiday on Saturdays. Monday to Saturday sessions will run next week onwards. This is the first week of our sessions. We just complete demo. tomorrow I engage it with my old batch. I have to complete with that. So that's what I'm giving holiday. Got my point? Yeah. So tomorrow I need to complete my old batch students. That was the last session, so that I'll engage with your batch for continuously. You can create your JetBrains account with your mail and the password, no problem. That is not an issue. It's simple way to create. Now you can see loading Django project 8 a.m. That means my last time when I worked with this project, this is the project which I worked. That's what it is opening directly. Your recent project will open directly when we open Django professional later. But right now I want to open my sample project only. How to open sample project here, I will tell you now. Just wait for a few seconds. It's almost loading complete. Once completes, then I'll open it. And every time you need not to create Django project through command prompt and open it in Python professional later. No need. Okay. First, why I'm telling that many commands in command prompt in the sense you must and should aware basic commands. Okay, how to create project, how to check Python version, how to check Django version, how to check PAP version, how to install Django, like that command through, that will be fine. Once you got the information from that side, then next time onwards, no need to do all such kind of commands in command prompt. Directly open Python professional editor. There only you can click on file menu, new project, click on Django project and enter. That's all. Project will be created with isolated environment. No doubt at all. Very simple steps. If we use Python professional editor. Got my point? So that is the case. But for the first time, you must and should aware of basic commands too. That's the reason I covered that command prompt, so many commands. So from next time onwards, whenever I want to create a project, new project, Django project, I don't do all those things. So just I'll visit Python professional editor. There only I can select file menu and click on new project and select a Django project and enter. Okay, then Django project will create. Okay, yeah. Just wait few seconds. I I don't know why this is loading too much time. Actually, immediately it should come. Now almost done. So this is loading Django project 8 a.m., which is my previous batch project. This is not your project. So I want to open sample project in this Django, Python professional editor. So let's see this, how it is. Once loading is completed, on the left-hand side, you can observe your project hierarchy will be there for my previous project hierarchy. So many files are involved here. And I don't want to work with this project right now. I want to create a new, I want to open a new existing project. Now close this. It's almost ready. Now, this is Django project at 8 a.m. So in this 8 a.m. project, there are so many files are there, but it's still it is loading. Okay. Now you can see once you can expand this, there are so many applications are there. So project means not only single application, we can create many application. In my previous batch, so many applications I created here. These are all application folders. Each and every application is having so many files. Okay. This is not your project. Let me open existing project. For existing opening project, go to file menu of PyCharm Professional Editor and click on open option, and it will ask you where is your project. So you have to go to your project location. So what is your project location? Just now I create a sample project that is available under C drive only. Let's flip to C drive, and after that users, and after that Lenovo, and after that we have a directory that is called Django, my Django projects. But here my Django projects is there, but my Django project is not there. So I have to refresh once, then only it is available, my Django project. Now once I refresh, now you can see my Django project is still not available. Okay, no problem. Once I close this and again reload this file menu, just wait. It is still not fully loaded. Okay, updating some skeletons here. So once updation is completed, then so let's move to your project that is C drive and users, Lenovo and Django. My Django project is your directory. You can expand this. In this directory, we have a project called sample project and open it. Now, first project and this window now. So now your project is opening in PyCharm Professional Editor, loading sample project. So if you want to run this server here, okay, in PyCharm Professional Editor, you can see this, your project is available at left-hand side. In this project, you can expand that so many files created. This is project related files, but not application related files. Even so far, we don't create any application also. We have not created any application. You can also create your application compulsory. So many applications we can include in one project. But if you want to run this project, so simply you can below bottom corner of PyCharm editor terminal window is there. You can see this terminal. You can click on terminal window. In this terminal, so I have to run same command, what we have seen in our command prompt. Okay. So in this terminal window, so I have to run this project, sir. To run this project, what we have to do, just observe here. So Python space, we have to pass the command, sir. Here we have to pass the command. Just observe here, Python space, manage.py, run server. Okay. Python space, manage.py, run server. Then hit the enter button. Then here also it will produce one URL address. You have to hit that URL address directly. You need not to copy paste. So directly it will go for default browser, that is Google Chrome. If you want to execute in other browser, then copy and paste into that browser only. So it will produce one address like same http colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon 8000 is a port number. Port number is a standard 8000 by default, but if you want to generate a new port number, you can generate as your own. Just wait, it is giving me a address. Once it is address available, then we can able to run this. Now you can see, yes, address is given. No? Now you can see. So you can click on this link just simply. Once I click on this link, it will redirect to browser. So your Django server is going to be run successfully. So it is now redirecting to browser. It is a link now. So I just click http://127.0.0.1:8000 sir here. Now it is loading browser. So it is saying some Django installed successfully. Django is available right now. So server is run. So here we have not create any applications, but later we have to create so many applications in the project, and we have to execute that applications properly with server. And sir, to create a new project, compulsory we have to go to command prompt, those many steps, not. So look at here, I'm creating a new project right now. Click on file menu, simply click on new project. And look at here, this is very easy to create a new project in Django only. Left hand side, so many frameworks are available. Django, Flask, Fast API, so many Pyramid, Scientific, Angular. But I'm going to use Django framework. It is asking me to create Django project here. E drive Django project is there. You can choose any drive project. Okay. So you can see more settings also there. Here template language, I'm going to use Django because template language is important for HTML templates. But there are two types of template languages are there, Django and Jinja 2. But generally in the Flask framework, Jinja 2 template language we use. In Django framework, Django template language we use. DTL we can call it as Django template language. And right now application name is not providing because I don't want to create application, only project I want to create. So along with project one application, if you want to create, you can give this application name also. So this is easy way to create project in Django. Like Django, eDrive, Django project, click on create, it will create. Okay. So without passing any commands in command prompt directly, easily we can create here, no, Python professional editor, easily possible. These all things, once again, I'll tell you in our next session so that you will get clarity, full clarity. Like how to create application, how to write some code in application, how to run the applications, complete setup, complete what we can say flow, execution flow with Django. You will be understanding upcoming sessions. That is on Monday, sir. Okay. So this link will not work for next session, and you can ask to the DURGASOFT team for getting a new link. Contact with them. They will give you a new link for Monday session, sir. So have a nice time. See you on Monday with new link. Then if you have any questions regarding this Django, you can ask me. And those who are new to this session, please watch my two previous sessions, which I discussed just introduction to Django, just going to YouTube channel of DurgaSoft. So go to YouTube, and there was a playlist is there for my demo sessions yesterday and day before yesterday, which I conducted. And this is the third session, and three session you can watch it and continue from Monday onwards so that you will be able to get the flow clearly here. So simply, if you want to watch my videos, so go to YouTube. And this, you can search DurgaSoft YouTube channel. You can type DurgaSoft. It's taking time. Now you can see Durga Software Solutions. Click on this official YouTube channel. And here you can able to click on playlist. Once you click on playlist, you'll be able to find my lectures, Django with REST API 2 videos, and today third video they will upload. And you can watch it and continue from Monday onwards, those who are new to this session. Okay. But make sure that from Monday session onwards, the link is going to be changed. For that new link, you can contact to DurgaSoft team. They will assist you clearly. Any question from your side, you can feel free to ask me now. And we will provide complete recording videos, which is downloadable. And we will send you, once you enroll for this course, complete Django with REST API PDFs. So it is clear material. Here in this PDF also, I maintain complete steps to install Django and all making setup. You can see this just this PDF. What I discussed so far, all commands I included in this PDF step by step. Once you watch this PDF steps, so you don't get confused, happily you can able to do it your installation process. I have included clear steps in this PDF documentation only. Just wait, it is opening. Why today is taking too much time to open every single document? I don't know. Yeah, Durga, you no worries at all. Okay, I'll send to you. Don't worry that. You can leave it to me. I'll take care of that. Now you can see this is the PDF documentation, Django. So everything steps to install Python software. Okay, Django, clear steps I mentioned with screenshots, what to do, what not to do, so that you will not get any confused while making setup of Django. Okay, clearly I mentioned and how to work with Python professional editor steps I have included, and also how to write code with many files, with screenshots, everything from top to bottom. Complete Django here. This is around it is 308 pages. Yes, subject is vast. And REST API also same kind of PDF you will be able to get. This is Django with REST API. Okay. This is also REST API PDF completely. This PDF I prepared. Same PDF you will also receive when I started with REST API concepts. Django REST Framework, DRF or REST API. So that's all. See you on Monday session with new link.